Hey, what's up you guys? So today I'm going to be showing you how to create this beautiful eyeshadow look, and it's quite easy to do. But first off, I'm starting off by priming my eyelid using the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer, and then I'm grabbing the Jclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, and I'm going in with this eyeshadow called Mocha, and because this is going to be like our transitioning shade, and I love this shade because it's sort of like that soft brown. So I want to make sure that I pack it in really well. And now once I'm happy with that, I'm quickly grabbing that eyeshadow called a base or a base, I don't know, a base, whichever way you pronounce it. So I'm just packing it on the crease area and just slightly above that crease area, making sure that I pack it in very well because I still want it to like slightly show. So just blending it out. So now I'm grabbing my concealer, and this one is from Crayola, and this is the same old concealer that I love to use, and this is what I'm going to be using to kind of like cut my crease. And once I'm happy with my crease, I'm quickly just going to fill out that empty space. So once that's done, I'm quickly grabbing in that blue eyeshadow, and this one is called Torque. It's a very nice royal blue shade with just slight shimmer in it, and I'm just making sure that I pack it all over my eyelid using a flat brush so that I can also be able to get into that sort of like a crease area. So once I'm happy with that, I'm just quickly grabbing the liquid glitter liner, and I'm basically just applying it on that crease area that we just cut it previously using the concealer so that it can be at least a bit more visible. So now that we're happy with it, I'm just grabbing the black gel liner, and I'm basically gonna wing out that liner a little bit more towards the outer corner. So now I'm grabbing the B1S white cream liner, and I'm basically just gonna apply this on my lower lash line. Today we're not gonna be doing any mascara or anything because I just want that line to basically stand out on its own. So the only mascara I'm gonna be applying is basically on my top lashes. And then once we're happy with that, now we're gonna move on to the face, and I'm going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. And basically I love this product because it's actually, the primer is a bit thick in consistency compared to other primers that I've used previously. And then once we're happy with that, I'm basically gonna go in with my foundation, making sure that I apply it using my flat foundation brush so I can be able to pack in the product very well. And then I'm going in with the concealer from e.l.f., and this one is a color correcting concealer, and it's in the shade Ivory. And basically I'm gonna use this to highlight underneath my eyes as well as on the nose of my, on the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow. So now I'm grabbing the Sunkissed Bronze Architect Highlighting Strobing and Bronzing palette, and basically I'm going in with a shade called Contour, and basically that's what we're gonna use it for, contouring. So we're gonna contour the hollows of my cheeks as well as the sides of my nose basically, and just a tiny bit of it around my forehead or the perimeter of my forehead. So I'm just basically grabbing the same foundation brush that I used previously, and this is what I'm using to kind of like blend out that concealer. from the very same palette, I'm going in with those two shades called bronzer and blush. Basically, the reason why I'm combining these two is kind of like to tone down that blush a little bit so it can look a little bit more natural and not overly dramatic. And now I'm going in with the MSL or MSLondon Cosmetics in the shade called Coco 1. This is their loose powder, and basically I'm just using this to kind of like balance out my foundation because it was looking a little bit too bright, and this powder just works with everything. It just kind of like helps all my sort of like, should I say, like a color corrector for me, especially when it comes to foundation, because it just balances everything out so I don't look overly too bright or whichever way, but I was looking a bit too white. My skin tone was not balanced. Anyway, enough about that. So now I'm going in with that highlighter on the same palette, and this is what I'm using to highlight the features that I want to stand out, which is like the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and also the inner corners of my eye, on my tear dot area, as well as on my apples of my cheeks. And yeah, it just looked awesome. Look at that. So the more packing I do with it, it actually just helps the whole look come together. I just love that highlighter. And then now I'm going in with the Rimmel London lip liner, and this one is in like a blue shade, and the name of it is actually called Denim Blue. So I'm gonna apply it all over my lips, and yeah, today I just felt like being a little bit more blue, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna apply it all over my lips, and then after that I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. lipstick, and the shade is called Nostalgic, and it's sort of like a pink nude-ish shade, and I'm just gonna apply it on the center of my lips. So now I'm going in with the concealer, and I'm basically just cleaning out around my lips just to help the whole look a bit more neater. And that's about it, you guys. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Until next time, bye bye.